what's up, bud? Are you bringing the whole guild from Final Fantasy Realm Reborn, or is it just a couple of you coming over?
Looking for me?
No, endgame doesn't. Endgame in this game is nowhere near a Realm Reborn, but it's like it's harder than Elder Scrolls, if you remember Sanctum Ophidia, which was decently difficult. But there's a lot of guys out because the game's been out so long. No, I wish they would. I still have all the beta stuff from PC. If they let you, if they were dumb enough to let us transfer our characters, that would be insane. But they're not going to. They already said they want it.
Do you want to play?
Most OP? Ooh, that's a toughie. It just depends on what you want. The most OP and overplayed class in the game, from my buddies on the Japan server, said it's absolutely Valkyrie because they're the easiest to play, very simple rotation, yet they still churn out around 10 mil damage per second. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're hitting literally 10 million damage a second, yeah, you're gonna churn out plenty of damage. I'm not a DPS. Tiny's not a DPS either. What's your guys' highest hit so far on these dinky ass characters? Mine is. My highest hit would be on the Mystic because they have a skill that for 3 seconds you ignore all defense, and I hit for 33 mil. But that's a one-hit skill, and it's got a ridiculous cooldown. But I mean, ignoring all resistance doesn't matter late game because even if you're ignoring all resistance, the bosses still have absurd amount of health. I mean, I'm talking about in the billions. That's why the 10 million damage per second of a Valkyrie, you know, is relative compared to. This character's going on the new server. Yeah, go ahead, dude. Go get a PlayStation Pro. Don't get, if you're gonna go to the store and get another one, don't get a PS4. Go get a PlayStation Pro real quick. Well, because the PlayStation Pro gets about half the amount of blue screens and lag and disconnects as the regular PlayStation. Because they can handle the graphics better. Well, half of 100 is still 50. You ain't getting perfect. I don't care what the fuck you do. Hey, you could ask Game in this chat. I guarantee you we've all blue screened more times than we can count. Now, I will say on this new server, I haven't blue screened once yet. Well, I mean, it's still impressive in getting through the tutorial was that nothing. Yeah. Like, I don't know what they did. I wasn't paying enough of attention to the graphics to tell if they lowered it down, but you could tell just on the initial 2 servers that they really needed to touch the graphics down. There was no need to have that much shit loading up on your screen. They couldn't even load up NPCs most of the time when you went to a new area. They would just be gray because there's just way too much graphics strain on this little graphics card that's in the PS4. But ugly. Now you put that on a BAM with 200, 300 people surrounding a fucking high-level BAM trying to kill it because it sometimes takes that many people. Yeah, we're gonna crash every fucking time. Especially those event bosses. Jesus, you guys have been telling me about that non-stop. Hell no. When it takes almost an entire server to kill a fucking boss. I want nothing to do with that lag. But it's gonna be a fantastic game. Gotta figure out the problems. Release date isn't announced yet, no. Best case scenario, you're looking at 2 months from now. Worst case scenario, end of the year. They want to have it out and running by the end of the year. That's already announced. It was on the podcast today. A bunch of people were jumping in the stream telling me about it. Worst case, they want it out by the end of the year. But I mean, most of it really depends on us, the people doing the game right now. If you're not hitting report problem, so that way PlayStation automatically sends your last 10 minutes of footage to them, they really can't fix everything because they're not going to know about everything. Well, most people don't, believe it or not. I mean, I'm guilty of it sometimes too. I'm so pissed. I'm just hitting spamming circle when the blue screen comes up. Get the fuck out of here. Let me back in. Bring them all over, dude. Just cancel your subscriptions for a while. You don't have a long... You got a bit of a wait before the next Realm Reborn update, right? It takes like 5 to 6 months. I just had one. You'd be able to wipe this game out. I mean, we're a little more hardcore. But they do kind of almost have like a Destiny setup for the last tier of gear where you can only get a piece a week. So ideal, you're not allowed to deposit those or interchange them. I mean, if you're really going for all the best gear, you're still looking at like 4 to 6 months. Now, as far as getting the end game, you can hit max level in this game. A buddy of mine jumped into the stream that's on Japanese server. He, right now, can make an extra character. There's things called a buddy system. I'm guessing that's going to come over here too, where if you create a new character and you have VIP or somebody else has VIP, you get double XP. So he was getting characters up to 65 in like 4 hours. But solo leveling can take a bit longer. You can still do it in one sitting. Obviously, our first couple playthroughs is going to be like 20 hours. Give or take.
What's this game called?
Name's in the title, bud. It's called Tera. It's out on PS4 and Xbox right now for a beta until Monday. Solid MMO. As far as content, it is going to be the second most content on any console. Obviously, they can't touch a Realm Reborn in content. Good luck with that, but it is good.
Something important?
The good thing about this game is that there's a lot to do. Like, even if you don't want to do PvE, you got a lot of different modes. Even in the beta, we have a couple of modes that are kind of play like Smite, where it's kind of like a tower fight. But like, we have the baby mode right now, which has a Smite-esque feel to it, I guess you could say. PvP is massive in this game. They have guild versus guild, they have 4 versus 4, 8v8, 12v12, 1v1, etc, etc. People love it. I'm not a huge PvPer, but people love it in this game. You can also join a PvP server, which is the most annoying shit in the world, if you're an MMO in my opinion. Who wants to watch level 5s kill each other in the open? Yay.
You're here on business. Something I can help.
I thought you were going to eat. You going out to eat, or is she cooking?
Make it snappy.
Well, do you smell it? It's 5 o'clock. Here's your sandwich and chips. Is it worth your time? It's really up to you. I mean, it's a beta. You're not going to actually play the full game anytime soon. It needs a lot of tweaking. But is it worth your time? Yeah, it's good to get a sneak peek. Try some different classes. I would never advise anyone to stick to one class in this. I've been avoiding the main class that I would play in this game on purpose because of the fact that you're not keeping anything. So you might as well have some fun, tinker with different classes. Make sure you actually want the class you think you want. And the top tier classes, only one of the damagers is even out in this beta. So if you're DPS, there's only one choice. So like the archer's garbage, the fucking cannoneer, whatever the fuck it's called in this game, gunner, is garbage. And those are like the two that everybody's playing. Yeah, archers are like 3rd tier DPS. They're in endgame, they can't churn it out fast enough. They're great for soloing and stuff, but in a group at endgame, they're more of a PvP character than a PvE character. Yeah, Valkyrie is just way too OP. Very simple rotation, very fast to churn out damage, and at 10 mil per second compared to the Archer's 2 to 3 mil per second. Ugh. Where are you gonna fill that slot?
Where is everybody?
But that does not mean don't play an Archer during this, because the Archer is a very fun class to play. I played it during the original beta, and I loved it. I thought it was very fun. Very fast-paced, great skills. It's just more of a PvP character. All there is to that. And this is a beta. Exactly. Now, the Lancer in this game is an off tank. That's what he's talking about. It turns out Assault among the tanks is the second best DPS, and it's a great off tank. It can main tank if you have a good healer with them, but typically you prefer them as an off tank so they can concentrate on popping that DPS out and get into their rotation. At least that's from what I hear. I didn't play with the Lancer when I played, and it was 10 years ago. So. Yes. I was told not to let a berserker tank ever. No, I believe I was misthinking the Berserker and the Dragoon. I was thinking the Dragoon was the one that goes off the HP value. So the Berserker would be the one that once its HP drops below a certain percent, they become the second best DPS in the game. Instead of the Dragoon, which is what I was thinking. Yes. Berserker would be the off tank that does that damage. I mean, it does a ton of damage. Fuck. Not bad. I went kind of anal last night. I kept running the same fucking dungeon over and over and over again until I got full set of gear. My character's not max level, but his gear's done. Sugar. Fucking priest is so fucking horrible compared to the mystic as far as soloing. On the mystic, you can just stand there. Launch all your pets, they just go kill everything. You're good. not sure. I didn't look through all of them. I know that you don't have a good chunk of the classes, but I'm sure there's some classes you could find that interest you.
Is someone there?
La la la.
How you liking the gunner smirk?
There's no gunner.
I thought that's who you were playing.
No, there's no gunner.
What can I tell you? Victory for
There you
Valkyrie.
go. What are you playing then?
Sorcerer.
Yeah.
What can I tell you?
Basically, it has this weird concept to it. Whenever it gets down to a certain health,
Victory
all of a
for
sudden it
Valkyrie.
just slaughters every other DPS and damage. So basically, the lower its health is, the more damage it does. So they're top tier. I had really heard nothing about that class, like absolutely nothing, which usually isn't a good thing. Okay, so it's like an AoE class, probably. Yeah, maybe it's just, yeah. I've heard nothing about that in endgame groups. Like the endgame groups were, of course, priest or mystic or bolt if you're running both healers, and then dragoon and berserker. Typically, you'd only take one, but if you're only using one healer, then you can take both, you know. And then, of course, Valkyrie. Valkyrie was the one class that was in every single group, no matter what. Yeah, that's gonna be like anybody that jumps right out and picks Valkyrie right off the bat, and that's their first character. They're gonna be in groups as a DPS. You know what I mean? Other DPS are kind of like just gonna have to wait for a slot, which is brutal. Because a lot of the other classes are just a blast to play. Yeah. Man, I've seen parses where the Berserker did beat Valkyries consistently. It's just about, I don't know what the rotation is, but there's a way to get your health low right off the bat. And as long as you're good at staying out of shit, you just destroy. Yeah, there used to not be those. There used to be no red ground when I played. I was happy to see that. That is a newer addition to the game. Yes. 65, but of course the main thing's item level, you know. You're gonna hit 65 in a sitting if you basically what people do is you either get P leveled by BAMs, so like if you have a high level friend, they power level you up to, you know, dungeon area level, so 20s, and then you just start soloing all the low level dungeons to level up, and then you get into the high level dungeons and just go smash it until you get the rest of the way. So it's just one sitting. You could do questing, but questing would take you days.
For the Federation, all for one, one for all.
Right? There's a bunch of challenges and trophies and stuff for the quests and different decos and shit. They are worth doing. Which class? I'm honestly still up in the air on that. Mystic is really. Oh yeah. You're probably still logged in, right? Dive? Wow. Oh, dies. You can get dies here. All you gotta do is go do the quest. Oh, on the store. God, it seems like I saw die somewhere in a store, but not the Tera store. Oh, sorry, I didn't answer you. I don't know. Like, Mystic is really interesting choice because you can solo with the Mystic very well. They have a arsenal of pets. You can have 2 up at a time. One's gonna taunt everything for you, which you're already gonna put up if you're being a healer because it helps out the tank. And they have a heal pet and they have a DPS pet. A couple DPS pets. But they're nice because they restore mana constantly.
I've been playing this too many XP farms.
And they double everybody's crit in your party, which is huge. And they still do fine at healing. They're good. While the priest is more on the healing side of things. They're like an over healer. They have a quicker res. I like the Mystic. I took that one up into the 30s and got the top tier gear you can get right now, a full set. It was alright. It was comfortable. I was able to solo all the end game dungeons with it. Well, the end game now, which is not anywhere near end game. Weak dungeons. The priest I can already tell I can't solo with. Like, the priest is gonna be a bitch to level up if I do it by myself. Doesn't put out damage for shit compared to the Mystic. Doesn't have any way to drop aggro because, well, you're alone. But they say that the priest is more noob friendly as well. Like, as far as grouping and healing, you can just kind of mash buttons and heal everyone. More of a power healer, I guess you could say. As of now, my choice would be Mystic. That answers your question. Strategy for Mystic is really weird in endgame now. Like, you'll have a boss, you'll summon your tank pet, go ahead and hit the boss. He'll go over there and hit it. Your tank will go in and position himself with your tank pet. You buff everybody's crit to double. Debuff the boss's endurance, so that way everybody's hitting it harder. And then just kind of stay out of combat and out of the way. That's it. Toss heals in. Out of combat. So it's a little odd. I guess it works. There are rotations to DPS with the Mystic as well as heal, but it's very, very, very frowned upon. Because if you were to be a dumbass and die, which is very possible in the end game dungeons, everybody dies that's in combat. Because the AoEs are ridiculous.
Empathy, answer my question.
What question is that? I believe I answered the last question. I've been playing this to any XP farms. Are you talking about in the beta? The best way to farm in the beta is to do this. You go to quick matching, hit Vanguard requests right there, and you'll see a lot of quests. Depending on what level you are, they range anywhere from 1 mil to 3 mil XP. A lot of times it's like doing the baby instance or doing whatever dungeon you're currently leveled to do. Once you level too high, you cannot go back and do a dungeon, so I suggest you do them as soon as you hit that level just to try them and have fun. But those are the best ways to get XP right now, as far as if you just want to hit the cap quick. Questing's more of a have a good. That's what I've been doing is questing, just because I kind of want to relax. Have time. Still 2 days left. I just kind of mix in a dungeon here and there. But I miss my loot pet on my other character. And my mount. If I wouldn't have gone to eat and get my mail, which my new tank arrived. See that? The new Zenith from Heineken. Very, very awesome tank. Or newish. Oh, can you? You can go to level 60 area? Are there mobs? Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, kill them. Maybe we'll drop something. Like a cheesy way to get the endgame gear, right? My item level 7,000, bitches. Yeah, well, that's alright. I'm not sure if I fought one. Yeah, I'm still in there. I haven't blue screened yet. I just started one as well. The what? Oh, yeah. The dude that like picks everybody up and like runs away with it. Yeah, don't stick to one character. Get into the 30s and you notice you're basically out of content. Switch characters. Try something new, because it's better to get that now than when the game starts and you're stuck with a character because obviously you want to get. So, I mean, I'm here in the stream with you. Just you can start it up. If you have any questions, I'm here.
Crashed 3 times while farming and once by going towards a PvP fight, and once my screen froze while walking in a laggy all today.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I mean, you're gonna... I haven't had it in this server yet, but you're gonna blue screen a lot. It's just... That's the whole point of this, is for them to figure out what's triggering them, what the PlayStation can handle and what it can't. This game's been out for 10 years, but it's not anywhere near ready. That's the fun right there. You killed them bitches. I have to go to like the 40s area. That'd be just out of your range to where you're still hitting. Yeah, I'd hope. I'm on the new server. I believe it's called like what, Valkia server or some shit. It's the only one that has a different name than the others. So far it's smooth. The real test will be when I go to the major town. because that's where most of the really bad disconnects have come. I don't think so. Oh, maybe I don't. Nope, I got a retro wizard hat. I think it's because I deleted that first character I came through with. So I don't think I'm ever gonna have it. I think so. Account items, symbols. To an extent it is pay to win. It's pay to accelerate by a lot. It's very, very worth at least bare minimum getting the monthly package or earning it. I am more than likely going to buy the monthly package for the first month, help myself level up and get comfortable, and then I will probably earn it after that, because you can earn it in game. And I don't mind playing the auction house a little bit, selling some items, farming some drops. I typically do that anyways. And I mean, if I have to pay for a loot pet, I'm paying for a motherfucking loot pet. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care if it's 20 bucks. I'm getting a goddamn loot pet. Because I am not sitting there spraying X for 20 minutes to pick everything up around me. No chance. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm playing like I'm on the Mystic. I just tagged all these fuckers. I'm gonna die. Run. Fucking cleric. They don't do any damage yet that I know of.
I do the same as Mystic.
Yeah. I mean, there may be some damage skills that just off the bat you're like, holy crap. The Mystic, I could tag 50 mobs and crash the game because I knew that I can handle it. Race? I would pick the little tiny motherfuckers. That would look awesome. Yeah. Like, cause the fucking Pori, like a cat, a fucking dog, kinds of little shit. Like, you pick something like that and they're picking up these giant mobs and carrying them across the map. Tell me that wouldn't be awesome. But it's mostly deco. The
Cleric's offense is really low.
Yeah, I would do something small. Yes, the damage is definitely very low. You're correct on that. Like, if you're looking for a really good solo class that also heals to get ready for the game, Mystic is the way to go. But I wanted to challenge and I wanted to try this one because it may be an option for me when the game releases. This takes forever. I think I'm supposed to be holding that triple nemesis. Considering it has triple in the name, it's not shooting too hard. There it goes. Oh, and I got wrecked. That hurt. 25% of my health, just like that. He killed me. Look how long it took me to kill that group. That was 6 mobs, ladies and gentlemen. 6 mobs. It just took me 10 minutes to kill. The main perk of being the priest right there is that a jump skill I'm using right here, watch. The reason it's the main perk is because it's another escape to get out of AoEs other than your regular circle. So you get an extra escape, which is awesome for late game apparently. But God, is the Mystic so easy and fun to level up. Like I could just farm on that character. I could tag 50 mobs. My pets would destroy them all. And I could destroy them all too. They have a great tick AoE that spawns a circle around you, a very big circle. There's a couple of force spawns in the beta. The little devils will, once you kill them, they immediately respawn. I'm sure you've seen people huddled around those spawns, killing them nonstop. And that tick will instantly kill them if you have any kind of gear on as they spawn. So you're just killing like 50 mobs every minute, easily. Tick dead, tick dead, tick dead. But I would not be stopping at the healers either. I'm gonna have some fun too. It's a beta. I'm gonna get through this character, get it up to 30, and have some fun on this new server. And then I'm probably gonna start a DPS or a tank. I doubt I'll do a tank, but something. Sorcerer is most my style, but we'll see. I played the Archer when I played original 10 years ago. Ah, that skill is useful. You just get out of shit. I think I may have bugged the boss. Nope, we're good. That's funny. I've never even seen that. I didn't know you had that mechanic. Mystic killed so fast. Couple of skills. I know he gets like a holy. You know what I'm talking about, like final. So that'll be fun. But hopefully he gets better. That's all I know, because he is like god awful at the start. We are the wieners. I can't do this. I need a pet. Just give me a loot pet. I'll pay for it right now. Really anal on the inventory in this game. Makes me look like a retard spending all of that shit on costumes. I didn't even want them, but I was like, oh fuck it, you know, I got a bunch of these fucking coins. They gave me 6,000 to start. should just send everybody a loot pad. Be fun.
Victory for Valkion.
Yeah, I mean, you are able to fit all of your skills on PlayStation because the chaining system is actually pretty solid. You can manage to get a good chain going and get through a nice rotation. And I don't know if you can customize them yet, but I know you'll be able to. You might be able to now, I don't know. And you can just set them in the order you want to cast them, kind of pre-build your rotation, and you'll be fine. It really won't be anywhere near as complicated as it looks when you first get in here. The DPS will be able to just set up a chain, and then whenever he initiates, you know, whatever button he wants it assigned to, he can just keep hitting that button and it'll keep launching the next skill.
Is this worth my time?
Victory for Valkion.
Fuck ninjas.
What can I tell you?
Yes, as always. Well, you can give them credit in a way because they are third tier DPS in this game. So they're like on par with like Archer and Gunner or whatever the fuck it's called. Gunwitch, I forget what the fuck it's called. Yeah. So it's not like they're horrible, it's just... They're one of those things that like in a big raid you want one. You know what I mean?
We honor each other.
Because they throw different skills than the others, which applies different effects. But in a small group, you want to clear fast, you want to get it done. Alright, here we go. Here's the real test of the new server right here. We're going to take a flight into Velika.
For the Federation.
Typically, on the other servers, Pegasus will fly up there and you'll freeze just going into town. And then blue screen 50 times trying to leave. Book. I didn't know about a book. Oh yeah, well, that's smart. I'm glad they did that. There's gonna be a lot of power leveling in this game, I already know. Because people are gonna be picking characters that don't get to end game, and then we're gonna have to power them up with dams, as people do on PC. Get their new character ready. I'm still kind of like up in the air about how I'm gonna start the game off when it does launch. Part to just kind of like the main quest line and get it done. The other part of me knows how fast it is to do dungeons and shit. There we go. I'm approaching the gate. This is usually where it freeze. Can it power through? Oh, I've never even seen the Pegasus land. I'm safely in town so far with no blue screens yet. They're actually giving me hope that they could run 2 months. if this could hold out. Oh, there it went, blue screen.